It's all led up to this point right here.
It's been a long journey, a lot of ups and downs, but we're finally here.
We're a different kind of animal. Stopping ratings, harder said than done.
Come on now. There is a beast. Woo, baby, radiant. And it is
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And you look at AI, taking the league by storm. Kenny, he has really drawn some big crowds.
Man, some guys, it takes a while to build a fan base. But this guy has done it super quick. Other guys, this guy's like Shaq. He's become popular right away. When you came to Orlando with the Mickey Mouse hat on, and man, that was incredible.
I don't like to toot my own, but I was the first guy to have Player of the Week his first week in the league.
Get out.
Yeah.
Ever. No one ever had that.
Nah.
You know what stuns me about that?
What?
The fact that you would say you don't like to toot your own horn.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, you're wearing that thing out, I'll tell you that right now.
We know every song on that horn.
Let's, by heart. Because you play it every day.
Man.
Non-stop. Here it comes again.
Becky Dizzy,
Toot, toot, toot.
Yeah, we really going dumb. Put me on some.
Folks, don't forget to come out to the game for calendar day. Pictures of your favorite mascot, the flag, and the
Yeah, we really going dumb. If they ain't got a price to pay.
forget about our
California with a license plate. Last year, they ain't like that. Had to get it on my own. I could get it on my own. Can't even get it on the phone. I ain't gon' stop it, no. Run a home mother, slang, yeah. Bad bag on my gang, yeah. Big bad sweater, yeah. You ain't know what you claim. Why you always in the way? Bad little ways.
And coming up is Punch Bag Day. Come to the game and meet Ariel Timberwolves Lumberback.
Put me on some. Put me on some. Put me on some. Put me on some.
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. Along with Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. Boy, do we have a treat for you folks. The big ticket is here. Kevin Garnett in the house. KG, welcome.
Man, a lot of people don't know that you actually gave me the name, the Big Ticket. Dude, K-Hard, man, I hope you got a package of all this somewhere. I hope you own all the names that you've given over the years.
You're the big ticket still. Great to have Kevin Garnett. Last outing for Minnesota, they won that game against the Nets in Brooklyn. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, good evening, guys. Now, the Timberwolves are building something here. Now, forward Taj Gibson said, we've got a great group that understands the importance of work. And Tom Thibodeau added, you're seeing a lot of guys sacrifice for the team. In order to win, that's what you have to do. Kevin?
They're establishing a great culture, DA. Thank you. Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key, what are you going to do? 5 seconds, what are you going to do? So you have to invest in yourself. After you get done with that, that's probably 45 minutes to an hour. You go in, you shower, you get done with that, you take your behind home, you sit, you rest. Now you, obviously, as a person, you're living as a human being, your everyday life. But yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds exhausting.
It is, but it is a cycle that you are able to create for yourself. And once you're in it, and it turns over like in every day. You know, this is what you do every day. Sort of like a routine. And once you get that routine, it is what it is. And I was able to keep a routine for 21 years.
Amazing.
And you know what?
21 years.
21 years, I added things onto my routine, but if you ask anybody to play with me, they see my routine. I did my routine every day. Never missed a day of not doing my routine.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen is the 4, with Lopez in the middle. Dunn and Levine are the guard sets, and it's Porter at the 3 slot.
Well, Kevin, no one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami. Lopez kicks to Levine. From 13, rebound Minnesota. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Just 5 to shoot, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
Hardaway against Levine. Rebounded by Hardaway.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, you think about Derek in his prime. Rose averaged 25 points per game. Scorer first and foremost.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. KG, you had so much success as a high school player. In fact, you were on the cover of Sports Illustrated. How about that, huh? How about I can see the picture in my mind's eye right now.
Yeah, that fell in my lap, man. That wasn't something that I was striving for, but who doesn't want to be on the cover of anything? And nonetheless, SI, and I was more than giddy-eyed and glitz or whatever you want to call it. Listen, very special moment for me. A lot of people don't know you have to get permission to be in certain neighborhoods, and we got permission to be in the neighborhood. We got the shooter right there in front of Farragut, which is very dear to me because of the transformation and the stuff that I have been through and where I was at. You know, I hold Farragut a very, 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 very special place in my heart. So it was important for me to have it on the cover.
Man, they had high hopes for a fast start. They get out of the gates 0 for 4.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team's scoring leaders. The Timberwolves, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Bulls have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Thiem passes to Lopez. Kicks it to Markkanen. Done outside. Back to Markkanen. Bank shot, no good.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
The lead pushed to double digits. Covington's got his first points in this one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Zach LaVine. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 7th in scoring, 18th in free throw percentage, and he's among the top 20 players in 3-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. And again, Chicago, no good. And KG, you've talked about the players who influenced you. It must help to have that inspiration from other great players.
So I look at trying to find
a compass or a roadmap.
Something. And Chris Webber right away. As soon as I saw high school footage of him, I saw a tape of him and Big Dog playing each other in a dark gym in Chicago. They were just dunking on each other. It was this classic tape. No, this is a real story. And I resonated with Webber ever since. And, he didn't really shoot a lot of jumpers. He was through. He was powerful. And I mixed it, obviously took pieces of that. And they were able to, obviously put it into my own game.
Gentlemen,
but he was my inspiration.
That's a great story.
Now, see, Webb knows that. I told him that. When I first met Webb, I was starstruck. Him and Michael Jordan and Shaq a little bit, right? Because Shaq is like, holy, Shaq.
He's like that house you were
inside
talking
the house. Go home, look inside the house. It's like looking at Shaq, right? Shaq to Diesel, right? But seriously, I was starstruck, and I was like, holy snap. And then, he scored, and I had to really come out of that really fast. And after that, I think the very next year, I blocked the shot and said something. He was like, oh, we talking about it? Yeah. But since then, we've always had an understanding. We've always went in each other's neck, and we understood what it was. But, Chris Webber was a huge inspiration to my progression.
Love that story. Here's Rose. Chris Dunn making his last shot to the paint. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
Now here's Hardaway. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Bulls trail by 12. Dunn kicks to Porter. Bulls moving the ball around. Lopez finds Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Elite athleticism. Levine able to go up, take the hit, and convert.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
One shot, gentlemen.
They throw good. Levine. Kevin, you think about having that killer instinct, that killer mentality. You go against a Kobe Bryant, he would tear your heart out, as you would his.
And you have to understand that we all recognize that about each other. Tim Duncan would be the same. Rasheed Wallace would be the same. I would think Allen Iverson would be the same. Vince Carter would be the same. These are guys who, Trace McGrady, Charles Billups, these are all guys who kill Shaquille O'Neal. These are all guys who don't care. And that's how it should be. And that's the game.
You can't be great unless you are, I don't think, can you?
I think you have to possess that killer instinct.
Jordan.
And listen, Michael Jordan was one of the darkest, seriously. Jordan could go into a place where he could go repetitive and he could go on talking to you. And the more he talked, I thought the better he got. And I thought the madder he got, the better he got. And the more upset and the more you didn't trap him, the more he was ticked off that you wasn't. Bro, there's a whole matrix to it. Like, seriously, this game is levels to it. And the ones that understand that have been in that understand what I'm talking about.
There's not a great player that hasn't been.
No, because they understand that moment. When you got there, when you in that moment, you just ride the wave. You're just going to ride it. Great ones know what I'm talking about.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
They get a hand on it. Hardaway with the steal. Rose kicks to Covington, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
Levine.
Well, multiple-time winner of the slam dunk contest, Levine has got a creative streak.
Pass to Covington. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Raptors. They hold the first-place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Bulls, right now quite a ways down below.
And for Chicago, it's early, but we can already say something about them that we couldn't say last year. This may be a team with legitimate playoff hopes.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
And Kevin, terrific footwork. So critical for an elite big man to be great. It's like you can't be that big and that good and not have good footwork,
Well,
right?
you know what? Part of being that good is that you have, good footwork.
Yes.
A lot of the counters, a lot of the post work. You're opening up. You having to use the backboard. That's a certain way you got to open up to be able to get that shot off. If you're left-handed, you got to be able to do it both ways. It's very complex, but footwork is a big part of it. You have to have it. It's impeccable, and the ones that don't have it struggle.
And it's Rose missing. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. It's a 13-point game. Here's Porter. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Minnesota making some changes. Sharch comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Teague in for Derrick Rose. Here's Lemon. Teague covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lemon. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 13. Passes it to Sharch. T kicks to Zhang. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Covington. He's averaging 6 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is Chicago. Markkanen passes to Levine. And Kevin, you think about all the individual accolades you won, the MVP, the Defensive Player of the Year award. Where does the title NBA champion rank on your personal list?
Being an NBA champion is everything. If I didn't win any of that individual stuff, I would be totally fine with just being an NBA champion.
Here's Levine after the basket by Dario Saric. Now the pass to Valentine. Back to Levine. Takes the 3. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Well, spacing the floor with Levine hitting from range, the offense benefits greatly.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
Minnesota making some changes. Luol Deng is checked in for Gorgie Deng. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Robert Covington. Harrison's checked in for Chicago. Here's Lemon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Markkanen kicks to Harrison. Pass to Felicio. Shot clock at 6. Valentine with it. Hardaway picks him up. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And here we have the numbers for Markkanen. Over the last month, getting it done. 5th for free throw percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. Now, here's Teague. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Here's Lemon. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the wing right side. Valentine wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Kevin, listening to the value you placed in preparation, practice to you was obviously important.
Practice to me was very important. Preparing was very important. You know, scouting reports, being clear, understanding rotation, understanding what the goal was, understanding the plan. Like, I took all that to heart because I had to be the relay of that. I had to articulate that to players. I had to be the one in pick and rolls calling out the coverages and stuff. And if I didn't know that, then, you know, Rondo, the guards, they didn't know. So
they were going to get blasted.
So I had to be on top of that. So that was part of the responsibility. One of my responsibilities was just being a professional and being ready to play.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Hardaway. On the floor for Minnesota. Here's Rose, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Rose has got his second bucket tonight.
Just deadly from mid-range. He's got such a great feel for that shot.
We've got Robert Covington. Derrick Rose is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Gorgie Dan, and it's Gibson in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yeah, Chris Dunn tantalized the NBA guys with his elite speed, his playmaking ability. There were some question marks about his decision-making, but I think that's about repetition.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Left side, Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists tonight.
I'll tell you, Levine's a guard, but he has the quickness, the hops. He's difficult to stop in there.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
And Kevin, you hear rumors. There's been some talk about adding a 4th official to NBA games, but I'd say the replay system kind of is the 4th ref.
It is, and I do not like that, you know, because it's a countless bunch of players at home right now that played through the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s, and the 90s. Oh my God, they're sitting over here flipping over like, oh my God, the rehab replay. I have me a ring right now, so. You know, I have a whole nother, you know, discussion with it. I'm super old school with it. Although I do enjoy the replay, and you know, it gives me a chance as a fan to root for my team. And when my team is on the other end of the replay and they get it right, I root and I go, woo.
Yeah.
And
when it goes against
I'm
you,
like, they shouldn't even have a replay. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'm a super double hypocrite. Yeah. But shout out to Adam Silver. I think he's doing a great job with our league. The league is fun. It's fun to watch.
He is, isn't he? We've had 2 great commissioners back to back.
Listen, this guy's shooting it well enough these days, is Gorgie Zhang. You might want to run him off his spot and make him put it on the deck.
Wasted no time on that one. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. Hardaway dishes to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, you combine size, aggression, and toughness, and you get Taj Gibson. My goodness, nicely done.
Dunn kicks to Levine. Dunn outside. Up top, Markkanen. Levine finds Lopez. Bulls with the first shot clock. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Dunn passes to Lopez. And the shot goes in. Lopez has got his second basket.
You know, that poise, he's just undeterred by the D. Lopez with a nice touch getting right through the resistance.
They get the rebound. Gibson. Good D by Lopez.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
Pass to Markkanen. Back to Levine. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Rose. Here's Jang, guarded by Levine. Outside Hardaway. He kicks to Jang. Shot clock at 5. No problems knocking that one down. Jang's got 6.
How good is that pass? Certainly makes the offensive opportunity easy.
On the wing, Levine lets it go with a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 6 assists now in the game. And the pass to Covington. Right side Hardaway. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Chris Dunn picks one up.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And the free throw, no good. And it's good, 2 points. Gibson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, Taj Gibson is so strong on the backboards. His ability to pursue the offensive glass is truly a thing to watch.
Oh my God. That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that?
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
If Taj Gibson gets around the rack, you understand this guy is going to make an opportunity.
Dunn dishes to Markkanen. He feeds it to Levine. It's a floater in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Back to Hardaway. Kicks it to Gibson. On the wing, Hardaway. Over Levine. And he overshot that one, missing.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's check in with David Aldrich for an injury update on Denzel Valentine. David.
And the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. That is such a tough blow to take at the early stage of this season. Hopefully, with it being early, he can recover and help his team down the road. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Well, and barring any of those setbacks, Greg, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back ahead of the schedule they've laid out for him.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
On the wing, Levine. Lopez kicks to Levine. And the rejection by Jang.
Well, the timing, a very natural aspect of what Gorgui Dieng does on the defensive end.
Minnesota leading by 19. Rose finds Hardaway. And he finishes nicely on the way. Hardaway has got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Outside, Levine. A 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gibson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. KG, I want to give you a special thanks for joining us, helping us with the call tonight. You always have a seat at this table to broadcast any of our games.
Oh, man, thank you, man. I appreciate you letting me come through, man. It was an honor, man, seriously.
We'll do it again soon.
Let me know, man.
That's KG. That's the great Kevin Garnett. And always a special occasion to have KG with us, Doris, a guy who really brings it every time we speak with him.
Well, his enthusiasm is contagious. This guy is a leader on and off the court. There's a vibrancy, a joy that he brings that was key to his success as a player and how fun as a broadcaster.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 20 points.
He has certainly done his part this period. Just needs to get a little more help from his teammates.
Good work there as it goes.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Lemon, the pass to Markkanen. Here's Felicio. Pass to Porter. Fires the three. Dang, grabs the miss.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Sinks the three-pointer. Tang's got 7 points.
Keeping the pressure on and starting to pad this lead around the halfway point.
Yeah, seems like they're starting to pull away a bit right now. They just look a little faster and a little hungrier than the opposition right now.
Outside Hardaway. Feeds to Sharge. Out to Hardaway. Teague left side. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Timberwolves on top, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Big first half in points and assists. How are you able to make such an impact?
Well, yeah, I got to say my teammates have done a great job with their movement. You know, cutting, getting open. They made it easy for me to get them open shots. And when the other guys out there playing with this much energy, you know, the D gets stretched in and I get a lot of good looks myself.
Great to see 5 guys helping out and 1 guy taking advantage. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from primetime.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
You know, he's so explosive. That little cut he makes, and then it's life above the rim.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Markkanen is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. And it's Porter at the small forward position. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Commissioner Adam Silver recently said there's nothing magical about 82 games. Doris, what do you read into that?
I read nothing more than the leadership that Adam Silver is about. And seems to me that the NBA is one of the most proactive professional sports leagues in the world. And by that I mean, Kevin, they will evaluate every aspect of their business. If they believe it's advantageous to make change, then they will go to their competition committee, they will go to their ownership committees, and they will make whatever change they believe is for the ultimate good of the game. And that's exactly what you'd hope for.
Personally, 82 games, in your opinion, what do you think?
You know what, Kevin, it can be a little bit of a grind, but there is money at stake, and obviously that's a difficult thing for owners to come up and over. The players would have to want to give some money back. So listen, 82 games is long, but what happens, I don't know.
Back to Lopez. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Pass to Levine. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
And so much attention drawn by Rose, he knows how to exploit that to create for his guys.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Lopez left side. Kick out to Levine. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I'm sure if he had the chance to do that possession over again, he would not have taken the shot.
Back to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there, Kevin.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Down against Rose. Now, here's Dunn. Defense right on him. They need this. And the rejection by Hardaway. Covington in the corner. Passes it to Chang. Back to Rose. Lets it go with a three. Rebound collected by Levine. Levine's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the rejection by Chang. And now the Timberwolves on the break. It's off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked him. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Bulls making a change here as well. Harrison's checked in for Dunn. Here's Hardaway, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Chicago. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And 74%, yeah, you know, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Doris, when you view international basketball, 13 and 14-year-olds playing in academies, some players turning pro overseas at 16, would something like that work in this country?
You know what, Kevin? I'm not necessarily for something like this. What I do believe is the NBA could become more involved across the board, and we should have more uniformity in basketball in general. And I think one of the ways to do that is to make sure we set up some sort of basketball committee across the different levels of basketball, starting with youth, going to high school, into college, then the semi-professional sort of basketball leagues out there, or the formative leagues like the G League, and then the NBA. I think we just need to look at the game in its totality and create some measure of uniformity. But frankly, I don't love the idea of 13 and 14-year-olds leaving their home to go to, quote, sport academies.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, think about the Minnesota native Tyus Jones. His poise at the point guard spot is what stands out to me, guys. Here's a terrific IQ and an unbelievable sense for how to run a team. Tyus Jones, we're just getting the best of him now.
Levine, good.
The ability of Levine, it's eye-popping on certain nights.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Timberwolves. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Now, I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And the call will be against Primetime. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So it's Chicago now. Covington with the steal.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
They get it back. Chang. That one misses.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
Here's Levine. Lays it up and banks it in. Levine's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Chang with the ball. He's got 6. Lock at 6. Hardaway dishes to Jones. The shot. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Jones. Hardaway's got 42 in the game. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Hardaway with the steal. And that one, good.
Boy, we're getting to the stretch run, and this guy is not cooled off. He is not about to let this lead slip away.
Levine passes to Markkanen. Back to Levine. Great D that time from Hardaway. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And last summer, Minnesota's front office saying, Doris, they would like the Wolves to lean more on their bench.
It would be nice for Coach Tom Thibodeau to have the luxury of guys coming off the bench that he can trust. You've got to fortify the bench and then trust them to perform.
That one is off. Sharch has checked in for Minnesota. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Robert Covington. Felicio's checked in for the Bulls. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Levine finds Lopez. Back to Levine. It's stolen by Jones. It's Hardaway with the drive.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Here's Levine. There's Felicio, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for Bulls,
First free throw is good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Teague's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Out of offenses, Doris, initiate that high pick-and-roll offense, which is so fun to watch. Which ball handlers do you want running that play for you if you were on the sideline?
Come on now, there are some master manipulators in the pick-and-roll. Let's begin with the great James Harden. We'll begin with his teammate, Chris Paul. Steph Curry. You give Steph Curry options to read in a pick-and-roll, he's going to make the right choice. There are a lot of guys who can manipulate the defense in a pick-and-roll, but those 3 are at the top of my list.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Deng's checked in. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he can make that, but that particular distance is not his specialty. Listen, Kev, this guy, one of the more reliable scorers in the league, night in and night out.
Outside Teague. And it's Deng in the corner. Outside Teague. Shot clock at 6. He kicks it to Hardaway. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Hardaway has got 49 points in the game. Chicago has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And Levine, here we go. It's stolen by Sharch. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Hardaway, no good. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
The Bulls making a switch here.
All right, target center, coming onto the court now are your Timberwolves dancers. Come on, give it up.
And, of course, always keeping an eye on the top rookies in the league. We get a chance to see the first-year players with the most steals this season. And you look at Hardaway, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
pass to Lemon. There's Harrison. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Felicio with the bucket.
Really good work in the painted area. You need to have the inside game working like that.
Wiggins outside. To the middle. Here's Hardaway. Again, what an avalanche! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Bulls have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Here's Hutchison, covered by Sharch.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Hardaway. Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Pass to Hutchison. He dishes it to Porter. And the officials call a traveling violation. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Timberwolves.
And the front court really has been getting the job done, scoring the lion's share of the points and really causing all sorts of problems for the opponent. They are a big-time key in why they have such a nice lead to this point.
Hardaway up top, guarded by Porter. Back to Hardaway. Here's Harrison, covered by Wiggins. Count it. Hutchinson's got his first basket.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Taj Gibson's checked in for Hardaway. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Dunn's checked in. Here's Lemon. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Felicio. Inside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, good luck keeping up with the elite speed of Chris Dunn in the pick and roll. So efficient with his passing and shooting in these sets.
Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016 and didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
Just 5 on the clock. And Sharch kicks to Dang. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked in for Gibson. Robert Covington comes in for Luol Deng. Hardaway's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Teague. That free throw, good from Jang. And Greg, you look at Dunn, it can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
They've got Sharch. Hardaway is out there with Jones. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Jang in at the 5 down low. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Right side Hardaway. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Bulls. Markkanen passes to Lemon. Out to the wing. Down against Hardaway. A step-back shot here. Here's Lemon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. And he knocks down the first one. We know James Harden joined Durant and Westbrook in winning league MVP honors, Doris. Had those three stayed together in Oklahoma City, is there any doubt in your mind that they would have won at least one NBA championship?
Well, you think back to the time they worked together, and they did go to an NBA Finals and ended up being eliminated by LeBron James and the Miami Heat. So obviously, you like the opportunity they would have had to go to more. And let's give a little credit to the great GM of the Oklahoma City franchise, Sam Presti, who is responsible for the drafting of 3 MVP candidates. That in and of itself is quite remarkable. But you know this, Kevin. The success and failure, there is such a fine line. And there's a tenuous nature to things. An injury at the wrong time. So many times this trio was tripped up by an untimely situation. So, I mean, if they stay together, yes, you like their chances, but this is why history states otherwise.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Porter with the steal, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Dunn shot's good.
Well, the defense has to be better. Dunn is such a quick release on these mid-range jumpers.
Hardaway dishes to Sharge. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. And there it is for him. Sharge has got 4 points in the quarter. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Chang against Lopez. They double him with Sharge. Back to Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Hardaway finds Sharge. Kicks it out to Jones. Left side Hardaway. Passes it to Jang. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
For today's defensive schemes, Doris, which are more valuable in your opinion? Great on-ball defenders or great help defenders?
Well, I think you need both, obviously. I think anytime you can pressure the ball to a high level, I think that's very disruptive at the point of attack. But I also think in an era of incredible motion offense, you think of players and teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, there's great ball movement, player movement, and you've got to be able to be aware at least 2 passes away. So you need both quality types of defenders, to me, to have a high-level defense, Kev.
I agree. It begins with an on-ball defender and usually evolves into a help defender. I mean, you can't do one without the other.
Agreed.
Here's Harrison, defended by Covington. Lopez against Jang, just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. A shot missing. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Hardaway. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Harrison kicks to Selden. And there's the pass to Blakeney. Back to Selden. Lopez outside. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Blakeney passes to Markkanen. Selden, defended by Covington. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. When it comes to building confidence, Doris, some people say playing one-on-ones in practice is a huge help. Is that something that you did when you were playing at Providence?
Kevin, I believe this could be the single greatest development tool for any individual player. If you start at the free throw line and play one-on-one against a player who's maybe slightly above your level or certainly at your level, and you limit that one-on-one from the free throw line to 2 dribbles or less, your skill set, I promise you, is going to develop. The other thing I would encourage young players to do is play 3-on-3, because it forces you to move and to cut and to screen and how to do those things properly if you're going to be effective. I love 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. It always helps you when you go back to the 5-on-5.
That's such great advice. Hardaway kicks to Covington. Now here's Hardaway. Defense is right there. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Jones for three.
And they may want to work on getting more high percentage shots. They have the lead, but the three-point shots haven't been falling for them like they were in the first half.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Dang gets a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Chicago's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Blakeney passes to Lopez. To the paint, Covington with the steal. And here we go, Saric all alone. Whistle blows, bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And the league last season, Doris, looking to tighten up on the traveling calls. You think that's a move in a positive direction, and it's had a good effect?
Well, Kevin, I'm sure you agree with this. We want to see if there's a traveling violation, it should be called.
Yes.
We have given the offensive players enough advantages, and by that I mean we've made it less physical on the perimeter. You know, we've allowed for freedom of movement, and so I think anytime you learn from a kid.
So it's Minnesota winning this one east, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
I'm gonna need a few ice bucks after that. My elbows, man.
AI.
Yo, what's up, Charlie?
Busy day, man. We need you for an interview right over here.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you.
This is Shaq. Another double-double for you tonight. Made it look easy, buddy. How are you able to control things on the offensive end with this level of consistency?
Well, a lot of what makes me look good is the system that we play in. You know, I don't really have to overthink possessions. I know my guys are going to be screening and cutting, and as long as we make the same reads, all I got to do is deliver the pass on time, and they take care of the rest. It's a really easy team to play on.
You keep playing like that, buddy, you're going to win many championships. Good luck to you, son.
That's the plan. Here you go.